on. I'm going to try not to be loud because I am in a hotel room. But, so if you can't hear me on TikTok, just let me know. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in to Mindful Movements. Video mirroring is off. How is everybody today? Thanks for being here. Let me make sure my volume is all the way up on my computer. Trying to get everything going, guys. Bear with me. Okay, I think I got it now. All right. It's trying to get me to share it out to people this morning on the double T. That just drives me crazy. It kills me. And my fingers are wanting the way I have my iPad sitting up, like I don't even have it on a. Okay, I think I got it, Shell. So if you get over there and you take a look, let me know if you see anything that needs help. I mean, I'm always needing help, so. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. How is everybody today? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay on any of the platforms. I see that there's already somebody in pretty much every platform I'm on. So welcome in. Thanks for being here. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If you cannot hear me, give me a thumbs down. Give me a thumbs down. Or throw in a purple heart if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs down if you cannot hear me very well. I am traveling this week, so it is still kind of early for some people, so I'm trying not to be too terribly loud. So, Shell, my main one is wanting to make sure that I can be heard on YT or FB. We'll say that. That's so crazy. Because that's what records me for my vault stuff. So I just need to make sure that it can be heard. Thank you. All right, guys. So this is our full flow week. That's what I'm going to start calling these, because what we do is we take all the exercises from beginning week to ending week of whatever month we're in, and we go over stretches. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So we'll go over stretches today, and then we will, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb, because that will screw us up right there for sure. Okay, now it's back on. So our last week of the month, usually most of the time, it runs into a new month. Well, we're going to end our week with going over stretches, we're going to end our month with going over stretches. And then on Friday, we're going to put everything together into one full workout flow. So you have a circuit. And this month has been all, for the most part, all about core, for lacking a couple of little things. So we did this month, we did the cat-cow, thread the needle, that was 1. We did leg raise and Russian twist, that's 2. We did incline push-up with a shoulder tap. We did bicycles to heel touches. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you 2 stretches, and I'm also going to go over those combos, each one of those, nice and slow, and we'll talk about those. So I will go over each one of the combos, and I will rest for a minute and just chit-chat and make sure that no one has any questions. Shell, can I bring you in over on the seat? That way, if you see anything that somebody has a question about, you can vocalize it, because you're in my ear on that device. So just raise your hand if that's okay. American, if you're on any of the other ones, or if you see any comments, you can shout them out to me, because I'll be the only one that can hear it. It's in my ear. So we're going to go over the spinal twist today, which is going to be a seated spinal twist. This is the way that I'm going to show it. And then we're also going to do the child's pose today. Those are the two that we're going to go over. Shell, I know that you're pretty much everywhere, so you kind of glance at all of them. So as I stop, if anybody has any questions, then one of y'all can kind of like yell them to me. That way I make sure that I answer. So I'm going to show the exercises. I'm going to go over our 2 stretches, and then I will pause between each one of the exercises. That way, if anybody has any questions about the one specific combo that we're doing at that point, then they can ask. I see stuff coming in, but I don't know. Oh, okay, guys. So I'm going to stay back here, and I do have people that are talking to me in my ear that are telling me if there's any questions coming in. So just bear with me. But if you have a question that needs assistance, please make sure that you make it stand out by putting some hearts around it or something that I can acknowledge and make sure that I see it as it comes up. Let's see. So wanted to make sure that I told y'all everything that we're doing. Now, as we get started, I just want to say, welcome in to Mindful Movements. I'm Denise, and I am here to encourage you to get up and move. That's what our bodies needs to do, not necessarily what our bodies always want to do when we are trying to get up and move. And I want you to feel strong. And I think I'm going to adjust my screen just a tiny bit this way on the one. There we go. That way I can be right here. This looks like a really good spot. Can y'all see everything? Am I too far back? Because I can come up to like here. All right, this is where I'm going to kind of hang out right here. And I'm going to put my paper here so I know not to go past that spot. All right. Remember, this is for gentle guidance and instruction only. Never take anything in place of the advice of your medical provider. Always seek medical advice. If you have any issues and you're having trouble with any of the exercises, if you need to stop an exercise, make sure that you're listening to your body. Your body will tell you if you need to kind of stop it or redo it so you can modify it. Remember to always do that. Listen to your body as you do these things. If you're just joining in, or if you're here and you feel that I'm valuable, tap the screen. Let people know that I'm out here. Tag people. Share it out for me. Let them know that I'm here and I'm getting things started. Always carry your water. See, I love my water. I drink it all the time. It's very important to have, especially this morning. All right. So today we're going to go over the spinal twist and the child's pose. And if you're feeling like you need that stretch, this might be a good one to start with. Remember, do listen to your body when you're doing any of these moves, because you may need to modify them if you have any kind of issues with your back or anything like that. Oh, thank you, Shell. You're so good. So before we get started, take a second, check in with your body. Do you feel tight anywhere? Do you feel sore anywhere? Is there anything that you feel like you have some pain in or anything like that? If you do, please be mindful of that as you're doing these exercises. All right. So I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to turn this way. Okay. You can put your feet up. You can lay them flat. Either way. I'm going to take and cross my leg over. Okay. So my right foot is over across my left knee. My back is nice and straight. And I'm going to turn. This is a spinal twist, torso twist, whichever way you want to call it. And I'm just kind of tugging just a little bit, nothing too major. I also feel this in my leg a little bit too. You want the focus to be on your spine turning as you do this exercise. You may feel this in your hips. As you do this, remember to breathe nice and slow. Think about where you're feeling it. Are you feeling it in your lower back? Are you feeling it in your mid back? You might feel this a little bit between your shoulders. If you feel it in your hips, right in here. I feel it in my hips and down my leg a little bit. Either way is totally okay because you are pulling against that leg to do that turn, right? So just think of that as you do this move. And then relax, come out of it nice and slow, and then you're gonna take, and you're gonna move the other leg. Now my right foot is over my left, my left foot is over my right knee. And I'm gonna turn toward the side that my knee is. So I'm gonna be looking at the wall away from me over here. And I'm gonna turn. Just like this, remember to breathe, taking a nice deep breath, and as you let it out, feel your body relax a little into your twist. It's okay to hold it for a second. Just feel where it's hitting. Feel what it's stretching. Also pay attention and feel if it hurts anywhere. If you feel a pinch or a severe pain, please stop it. You can always modify these exercises or stretches and try them again. But if they hurt, you might not want to continue them before you talk to a professional. That's a nice little spinal twist. Now you can do this without your knees. You can just twist like this. If it's uncomfortable, I like to do it with straight legs rather than bent legs or crossing over. See how I just did that? I'm still doing the same thing, I'm just not crossing those legs. Easy enough, right? If you have any questions about that twist, please feel free to ask now. And I feel it a little bit. I know this, you guys may not understand this, but I feel this in my feet too. So whenever I cross over, because I do have issues with my feet, whenever I put pressure on that to push over, I feel the pressure on my foot and my ankle a little bit. So if you have any kind of ankle issues or feet issues, you may want to just bring your leg down a little bit more. You see how I brought my foot down into more of it's almost like a figure four. There's a lot of people that do figure four, so you just drop that foot down. That way it's a little bit more relaxed. Just like this. I still feel it in my leg, and actually doing this, if you choose to do it this way, you may feel it in your quad just a tiny bit more. So right here, as you twist, rather than up here. If you do it up here, you're going to feel it more in your hip. You do it down here, you're going to feel it a little bit more in your quad. Remember to take it nice and slow. See, I'm going to do it from this side, let you see how it looks from this side. This is whenever it's up near my knee. This is when it's down around my calf, between my calf and my foot. Just like this. And you probably see a difference whenever I pull here. You probably see that line where my quad muscle is, and it hits right about here in my quad whenever I'm doing this. Just like that. Actually, it feels really good. Really good stretch. Now, I just showed you a couple different ways to do this. So if you give it a try, or if you're trying it right now with me, throw me a fire in the comments and let me see that you're giving this a try. And if you have questions, feel free to ask. Here we go. And remember, our next one is going to be a child's pose. As we do this, we're going to move into that. As you're getting ready for this, just like this is what we're doing. You can go in here, you can do this. Try to get your shoulders to the floor. I want to go here. This is going to be a good shoulder stretch. Drop your head down. I'll go up on all fours, back into the tabletop position, and then I'm going to go right back down, just like this. I love doing this pose because it stretches my shoulders really good. My shoulders stay tight a lot, so you just want your head to go down. My arms are up. Now you see I have space between my feet and my hiney, my butt, right here. Whenever I go down, this is just because I can't. If you can go all the way down, that's totally fine. You're gonna feel a little bit more of a stretch in your quads as you go down further. If you can touch your feet, that's okay. If not, just give it a nice little stretch. And up, tabletop position. I'll go so far as to going into this. I think this is probably what they call the cobra pose. I love this one too. Look, I just threw in an extra exercise because I really wanted this stretch to work. Oh goodness. So then you go back in. Look at there, we just made a combo stretch right there. Out, all fours, down. Remember, these exercises or these stretches, you're doing them really slow. Take your time. Remember to breathe when you're doing these. It's okay to take your time doing any of these stretches. It's really okay to take your time doing the stretches or the exercises at all, whatever we're doing in the day. So we just went over the child's pose, and I went ahead and threw in the cobra pose. So if you have any questions about either one of those, of course, I'm not a yoga instructor, so I do these at my own pace, and I kind of give my own little tweak to them. So if you have any questions about the way I just did those, please feel free to ask. And if you did that, let me know what felt good about that. If you gave that a try. I'm gonna step a little closer. Perfect. Looks like there's no questions coming in. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Oh, I don't know what you asked, Shell. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. We're going over some exercises. We just went over 2 stretches. Oh, yes. Yeah. Good. I'm so glad. This is probably a good stretch for you right now after doing all the abdominal stuff. You've probably felt that in your core some too when you did those stretches. especially that cobra and the spinal twist. You probably felt both of those this morning. If you've done any of these core exercises that we've done this week, this is a good one to add in. All right. Any questions about that child's pose, that spinal stretch, or the rotation that we just did, or the cobra that I threw in? If you have any questions about those, feel free to ask real quickly. And then we will go into, I will go into going over all of the other exercises that we've done this month. I will show each combo. And as I do each combo, I will open up and wait for any questions for the combo at hand that we're doing right then. Just remember, as you're doing these stretches, remember it's okay if you start out stiff. I mean, our bodies get stiff, right? Just take them nice and slow. Make sure to take some nice, deep, soothing breaths. Every time you take a nice, deep breath, when you let it out, let your body relax while you're doing it. Take the breath in and just think, relax as you're releasing that breath. And that will help loosen up anything that you're doing. I think stretching is very important. It's helpful for everyday life. We're all going to be stiff or tense at some point, and any of these stretches could help, even just a little bit. All right, now here we go. We're going to go over each one of our combo exercises. I'll go over them, I'll show the move, and then I will stop for questions. All right, I'm gonna make sure that I get so you can see everything. All right, so our first one is cat-cow. Remember, I start on all fours. Make sure that you can see me. All right, so up and then down. Stretch. Remember to breathe when you're doing these. Up, down, and center. So I did 2 of the cat-cow. Now I'm going to thread the needle straight through, trying to get your shoulder to the floor. Hold and breathe, and then come back out. Other side. And back out. We'll do 2 to each side. Remember, you're breathing nice and slow. Come back to center. All right. Remember, this is a good spinal movement. You're crossing over with that thread the needle, and then you're going in, pushing your back in, forcing your tummy out a little bit when you do that cow pose, and then you're curving your back and rounding when you do that cat pose, stretching that back really good. If you have any questions about that one, please feel free to ask as we get started with it. The next one will be the leg raise to the Russian twist. I feel like this is the one that you were talking about a while ago, America, when you were saying that we should put those together. Can definitely be done. Can definitely be done. All right. I don't seem to see any questions coming in on any other platforms right now. Remember, please be mindful, I am on 4 platforms at one time, so if I miss a question, I will try to come back up and screen or scan the messages, because I am away from my devices, all of them, and I cannot see the comments that come through. So if I miss one, please bear with me. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do the leg raise with the Russian twist. Make sure you guys can see. Okay. So we're gonna go, remember you can do a single or a double leg raise. If you feel like your back is too arched, rotate your hips, do like a pelvic tilt. You're gonna push up, pushing your hips to the floor, then drop your legs. You can always put your hands under your hips just a tiny bit right there. That'll kind of help you gauge that and keep your back on the floor. You're gonna have a natural arch. You just don't want to be able to get your hands underneath your back. So I'll do this. I'm nice and ready. Okay. Back is on the floor. And here we go. Leg raise. I'm gonna do double leg raise. Nice and slow, control, and down. You do not want to rest them on the floor. We go up. Control. Remember, I like to do like a count of 4 on the way down. We're gonna go up. We're gonna go down. There we go. Now we're gonna put our feet to the floor. Come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we did 4 leg raises and 4 Russian twists. Now you can do this as a single leg raise if you need to. It's totally okay. Just make sure that you even out the sides. So I'm just going to clear this a bit. Okay, so if you want to do it as a single leg, you can lay one leg flat or bent. Either one is fine. I'm going to drop mine down. Take the other leg. You're going to extend it out. I'm going to use this side so you guys can see it. So I'm not touching the floor. Might be able to see it better if I don't have a sock on, huh? Let's try that. Now you can see my feet. I'm off the floor. I'm just grazing the floor right here. Okay, we're going to go up and down. Okay, I'm going to do 2 this way. Up and down. Okay, and then I'm going to switch sides. I'm going to do this side, but I'm going to drop this foot to the floor. Okay, up, up, and down. All ways are okay. Up and down. And then you're going to come up. And if you want to keep your feet on the floor for the Russian twist, you're totally fine to do that. Remember, you want your back nice and straight. You're just going to lean back, feel your core engage, and then you're going to twist. Remember, you're using your core for this. You're not forcing it with your shoulders. Just like that. Okay? So we did a double leg raise with a regular Russian twist. My feet were off the floor. And then I did a single leg raise and went up. After finishing the single leg raise, we came up and did the Russian twist with my feet still on the floor. Either way is okay. There's no wrong way for that. If there's a way that you would like to see, or if you have any issues with it and you have any questions, please ask. There's no wrong question. There's no bad question. And I'll answer it as best as I can. All right, the next one is going to be the push-up to shoulder tap. And I'm going to do this on the floor. I did show how to do this at an incline because I think I can do it. Look at there. I think I can make this work. We'll try this. Maybe. I may have to turn my screens just a little bit so you guys can see everything. Oh no, I think all of y'all can see it. Okay. So I will show this from a flat push-up position. And then I will also show from the incline position. That'll be two options that you can use to make this work. So the first one I'm going to do in the regular push-up position, okay? So we're going to go out. I'm going to have to go up on my toes, just like this. Okay, you could also do this from your knees, just like this. This is the way you want your back to look. You want your back nice and level when you do this. And try to turn a little so you can see my hands a little more. Okay, I'm going to go back up. Push-up position, right? Push up. You're rubbing your elbows against your rib cage is the way you're going to do this. Push up, tap, tap. You don't want to rotate your body when you do this. You want to keep it as level as possible. Push up, tap, tap. Okay? I'm going to show this from my knees. Whenever I do a knee push-up or a knee plank anyway, I always like to go into my tabletop position, just like this. And then I go back, extend my arms as far as they'll go, and then I bring the rest of my body to my hands, just like this. It gives me that extension that I need for my body. So from your knees, I'm actually going to show this way so you guys can see my hands do what they do. Okay? My knees are still hip width apart, just like my feet would be. So I'm down in a push-up, come up, 1, 2, just like that. Okay, I'm not rotating my body a whole lot, not letting my hips move. Down, up, 1, 2, just like that. Okay? Let's do this from an incline. Okay. Incline push-up. I'm going to show this on my knees right here. There we go. Here. 1, 2. 1, 2. Just like that. Okay. I'm going to try to do this a little bit. Let's see if I can do that. This cushion is a little bit soft, so it has my hands just a tiny bit off as I do it. Make sure you're always on something sturdy. There we go. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. There we go. If you have any questions about that, please feel free to ask. That was an incline push-up to shoulder tap. And that was exercise 3. We have one more, which is the bicycle to heel touch. So if you have any questions about any of the ones so far, please feel free to ask before we move on. If you have any questions about any of those. We've done the cat-cow to thread the needle. We've done leg raise to Russian twist. And we just did the incline push-up to the shoulder tap. So those 3 exercises, please feel free to ask a question if you have to. I'm going to grab a sip of water. And I'm going to come to scrums really quick. Bear with me, my foot is very... Oh no. I'm all the way up. My volume is all the way up. Can y'all still hear me? Okay. Just want to make sure. All right. Phew. All right, any questions so far? need to stretch that for a second. My ankle hurts. See, guys, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to think for a second. It's okay to rest your body for a second. When you're doing anything, those push-ups really do get to my foot. My ankle doesn't like to work. And so it is definitely, that's a very difficult exercise for me to do on my toes, but I still do it. I'll do a few and take a break. So you always want to push your body. You know your limits. I always want to do something just a little bit harder to give yourself that extra push. Okay? Oh, gosh. Ooh, yeah. All right. So last exercise is the bicycle to the heel touch. I'm going to stay right here. Just show it from here. All right. Make sure everybody can see me. Okay. So the bicycle, you're going to be on the floor. My feet are on the floor right here. Okay. I'm going to bring them up. My feet are now facing the wall away from me. And then we're going to go in. In. And with me, I like to, if you've seen just now, I extend the leg that's not going to my elbow. So I'm crossing. I'm going to drop this leg here. So for a bicycle, you're here. You're bringing your elbow to your knee. See? Elbow to knee. Just like that. I have both feet up. I go elbow to knee. And I extend the other leg. Just like that. So that's your bicycle. I'm going to do them again nice and slow. Elbow to knee. Elbow to knee. That's 5. And a heel touch. Remember, you want to pull your shoulders off the floor just a tiny bit, but you want to use your shoulders, not your neck, to do that pull. You're going to pull your shoulders up. My shoulder blades are still on the floor. My hands are to my side. I'm sliding from side to side, letting my shoulder blades graze the floor. When you do this, if you feel this more in your upper neck, that means you're using your neck. If you're feeling this in your core, that means you have used your core to pull your shoulders off the floor. This is where you should be feeling this move. You should feel this in your core, not your neck. You might feel it a little bit in your neck, but it's not going to be any kind of sharp pain or any kind of uncomfortable pinch or anything like that. When you're using your core lifts your shoulders off the floor a little bit, and you're just grazing your shoulders across the floor as you do this exercise. So you want to do this in a nice controlled rhythm, nice and slow. Remember to breathe when you're doing it. So if you have any questions about any of these exercises, or these two that I just did, please feel free to ask. It's going to take me a second to get back off the floor. So I will use this time to give anybody that has any questions to ask. If you have any questions, I'm going to get my chair. I'm going to try to make this to where I can see everything. try to be a mad woman. I just know core is very, very important. It's extremely important. Okay, so I'm going to turn the screens just this way, just a tiny bit, because I know that on TikTok I have to be a little bit more centered. There we go. So if any of you guys have any questions, I'm going to come a little bit closer. Let's try and see if I can do this. I'm trying to make it to where I can see all the screens. I'm going to look at everything. I'm going to graze this. There we go. All right. I'm still low today. What's that mean? I don't know what that means. I thought my chair would go down a little more. Oh, my volume's all the way up, big. I don't know what's going on. Better? Okay. Can y'all hear me now? Oh, okay, I will. I will definitely do that. I don't know. No, not in now. I was trying to make sure my earbuds wasn't trying to connect to any of my other devices. That's the one thing that I have a problem with is, and that could be what it was it's been trying to bounce to my, okay, good. Hopefully it didn't screw up on anything else. I'll go in there and do that before I close out today, big. So if you guys have any questions about the exercises that we've done, we went over the cat-cow to thread the needle. We went over the leg raise to the Russian twist, incline push-up to a shoulder tap. Now, I showed multiple different ones for each one of these exercises. So if you have questions about any of those, and then the last one was the bicycle to the heel touch, and I showed different ways to do them. So if in any of the ways that I did do them did not help you or you need more help with them, please feel free to ask. If you see any of my content and you want to ask a question, I have started in once a week. I am sharing a video and it's going to say, ask me a question. So if you have questions, start putting those in the comments on any of my social medias and I will try to answer those for you as we get going. I think that's going to be one of my pieces of content to help be more valuable to you guys. So be watching for that. Just a little information before we hang up. I had episode 5 aired on Saturday, so be sure to tune into that. Episode 5 on Spotify. It's actually on all of the major platforms for podcasts right now, so check it out. It's the grit of the matter, the grit, GRITT of the matter. So go check it out. It'll have my face on it, so you'll know that it's me. And I hope that you go over and you follow it, subscribe to it, make sure you hit the notification bell so it notifies you whenever I do a new episode. My episodes air on Saturdays. Oh, good. Good. This week's episode, I'll give you a little tip about it. It was about your strength and not underestimating yourself. So check it out. Take a look at it and see how it is. So that was my podcast for Saturday's airing. Make sure that you tune into it and listen to it or watch it on Spotify. It's a video. I don't know how long that will last, but right now they are videos on Spotify, which is crazy. Next week next Saturday or this Saturday coming up. If you are part of my newsletter, you will know all of the ins and outs and things that's been going on. So if you're not a part of my newsletter, there is a way to become a part of my newsletter. And you also get a free gift if you are looking to get your workout started. It comes with a five exercise functional movement that you can watch. It's videos of me showing you how to do the movement and explaining those. So go to my website, check it out. You can see what's going on there. It just gets you into my newsletter. Um, Episode 6 is exciting coming up. We are going to be interviewing or talking. I am talking with my sidekick over here, American. So if you are on Clapper, I'm going to just go ahead and say it. If you're on Clapper, you're going to get to see him and let me talk to him. That is this week's episode, Saturday. It airs Saturday morning. So stay tuned for that. And he talks about all of his wonderful things that he has going on. I'm so excited for that one to air. So be following me on Spotify. Make sure that you get over there and do so. Make sure you check it out so you start hearing all these. I'm interviewing so many wonderful people. It's a great time. There's so many people that I want to interview. So if I have reached out to you, please reply to me or go check out the link that I have sent you if you are interested in being interviewed by me on my podcast. So I think that's all I've got this morning, guys. If you have any questions about any of the exercises, I'll give you one last chance to ask. And throw it in the comments if you have any questions about those exercises. You can always ask me in content, any content that I do, you can ask those questions or you can DM me. It's always okay. I do have all my DMs open, so if you have questions about exercises or anything like that, feel free to do so. With that, guys, happy Monday. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you on Wednesday. Make sure that you remember this might be your personal journey, but you don't have to do it alone. See ya. I'm going over here and closing this one.